What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Wrestling Bubble. We apologize for not doing our Monday Night Raw review, NXT review, AEW review, and Friday Night Smackdown review. But we're going to catch up on everything today in this video. And yes, we had huge news in the wrestling world. We had a loss of a legend and a very controversial figure as a regular person. But we focus on wrestling here at the Wrestling Bubble, so we're going to have a moment of silence for the immortal Hulk Hogan. All right, so listen, I'd like to start off by saying that wrestling absolutely sucked this week. I know, it doesn't come as a surprise because wrestling has been pretty bad for a long time. But for whatever reason, this week they doubled down. And I'm talking across all brands and promotions. I can't comment on TNA because honestly, it's TNA. Now, I know they had a Slammiversary recently, which was supposed to be a good show and everything, but, you know, for whatever reason, Mike Santana didn't win the big one in New York City, his hometown, and I just feel like that was a bad call. Whatever. But, I don't know. You want to start off with Raw, or you want to kind of just summarize a little bit of everything from each show that we did watch?
Yeah, we're going to start off with summarizing everything, but we're going to start off with Raw. Again, wrestling this week was boring, watered down, didn't care for it. But the first segment we had was CM Punk and Gunther. This segment was boring. I could care less about CM Punk versus Gunther.
You know what we should do? We should just focus on what actually was worth watching on each show and just let the trash stay in the trash can.
Which will be what? Because everything to me was trash.
Okay. Let me see. The CM Punk Gunther, that was literally nothing. Sheamus and Rusev, seen
no
it.
Cares.
And yeah, it was a nothing.
Of course, Sheamus won just so the heck of it. Why not?
Lyra, Valkyria, Bait. Listen, we've seen it.
Hold on. How many times are we gonna keep seeing Lyra and Bailey on my goddamn screen? It's like, did they have anybody else? There's no one left. There's no one left. But I would say this segment was funny. Only reason because when Bailey got in the ring, that crowd was booing her all the way out of Texas, ladies and gentlemen. They are saying Bailey suck. Boo Bailey. They ain't feeling Bailey. And they know Bailey is up to no good, Bailey. But I mean, that's pretty much it.
So basically everything, the same reaction she was getting before WrestleMania. Got it. Yeah. I mean,
it is what it is.
So obviously this little triangle of Lyra, Bailey, Becky, or whatever continues, and we just have to
suffer
and like it.
That's it. And then we have a triple oh God.
No, we're not going over none of this.
No, I'm just saying like the whole triple match with the New Day, the Creed brothers, LAWO for the #1 contender for the World Tag Team Championship for the Judgment Day. For God's sake, I'm with the New Day. You killed the tag team division when you put the belts on the Judgment Day. And now you about to kill it even more because now LWO is going against the Judgment Day.
You know, one thing, all right, if I had to comment on this, I'd say I liked the New Day's look, their new look. The music fits more with this new look that they have and the way they're carrying themselves, etc. So, and Xavier Woods, I feel like this is gonna end up being like a breakout role for him. Like if they do actually give the New Day some time and everything, I feel like this would be really good for Xavier Woods. Like he's gonna play into this big time, or we're just gonna get the same thing we've been getting for years. So yeah, this is your chance, Xavier.
I think they're gonna keep the New Day together.
Well, I'm not just talking about breaking up or nothing like that.
Oh, you
I'm
mean like
talking
finally
about,
getting a title shot?
well, no,
Oh.
I'm talking about character development.
Oh yeah.
Like a new direction for Xavier Woods. Obviously Kofi Kingston, whatever, but like Xavier Woods, somebody who's never had a singles title. Okay?
Right.
Never really been on his own.
I can see
like
it.
not in the WWE.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm talking about. A title really doesn't matter.
No.
Okay? It's like if nobody cares about your character or whatever, then what's a title gonna do? Lyra Valkyria. Yeah, so let's move on from this.
We also got a video recap of when Roman got destroyed at WrestleMania. Look, why are we caring about Roman getting dropped by Paul Heyman? This was in April. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to hit August, and now Roman Reigns wants to talk about it. Didn't care for it, wasn't looking forward to it, but I will move on to one of the other match. Why is Sami Zayn fighting Karrion Kross? Last time I checked, Sami was supposed to be out indefinitely.
Yeah. Doesn't make sense. At least he took an L because Karrion Kross needs a little something. He should have put him over in Saudi. Karrion Kross should have won in Saudi. I mean, he would have got some heat, you know. It's not like Sammy couldn't suffer a loss. But whatever. They're always playing catch up. We'll get to that when we get to SmackDown. But yeah.
Next, we have AJ Styles and Adam Pearce waiting for the results for Dominic Mysterio's. Good news, ladies and gentlemen. Dominic Mysterio is medically cleared to go against AJ Styles for the Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam. And I swear to God, if Dominic doesn't retain and give him a proper title reign, I'm going to lose it.
He'll probably retain, but as far as a proper title reign, doubt it. He'll just do backstage segments with Judgment Day as usual, and I mean, this is literally the closest to a storyline that he's had since he's won the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah,
that didn't involve Liv or Rhea Ripley, so
I feel like this is also a swerve because remember they was first focusing on Finn Balor taking the title from him, but Finn is so like happy-go-lucky that Judgment Day got almost all the titles, keyword almost all of them, that he's not even focused on the Intercontinental Championship.
Man, he would ruin this match and have Dominic lose just so he can say, Dom, you're the only one here without any gold. You know what I mean? Like
all right, petty
yeah,
Finn.
He's petty.
Next match, we have Io Sky versus Stephanie Valkyrie because they couldn't come up with another match for Stephanie.
Rematch. So, yeah, 50-50 rematch.
And you already know how it ended. No one won.
Yeah.
But Stephanie won, of course, with a disqualification. I mean, they're just trying to protect Io and Stephanie at the same time. Look, if you're not going to actually pin anybody to make a win, don't even book this match. Ain't nobody got time for that no more.
Wrong show. That's AEW. We're going to get a rematch, pal.
And then we have our main event. Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman segment with the Bronze. Do we really have to talk about this?
Yeah. Let's point out how terrible Braun Breaker was on the mic. Okay? Dude, speak from your chest or something. There's a new big dog around here.
I was like, was that a puppy?
There's a new big dog, and this is my yard. Sounding like Cedric Alexander when he finally talked in the Hurt Business.
I mean, I can agree with Roman when he said he completely understand none of that Braun Breaker was saying.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Not even the crowd was feeling it.
There's a reason why Paul Heyman is there to talk, okay?
Okay, let Paul... Give Paul the mic next time, Braun Breaker. Not even Bronson Reed wanted that. He was like, bro, you embarrassing us out here.
This is crazy because when Braun Breaker was Intercontinental champion and he wasn't really getting booked, this is, let's say, his first title reign, and he was like, there's not a man on this planet that can take it from me, right? When he's cutting them little 20-second promos backstage, he actually sounded good. I don't know who the hell this was in the ring. Look, maybe it's the spray tan finally, seeped into his pores or whatever, and it's like messing up his brain. I don't know, but like, I don't know who that was. Like, he sounded so just non-threatening. It just was bad. This did not look good for Braun Breaker at all.
It was embarrassing.
And Roman Reigns, look, we all know Roman Reigns has been nerfed. Okay, yes, he still has the cool aura or whatever, but not even the same like it used to be. No, it's not the same. Plus, they destroyed his theme song. Okay, his tribal chief, bloodline theme, that was a banger. This new aura forming, babyface theme that he has, not good. Sorry. It don't hit the same way. And I felt like this segment went way too long. I felt like Roman did a little too much talking. And when Roman talks too much, it starts exposing Roman. Honestly. I thought he was about to say suffering succotash at one point.
Suffering succotash.
I mean, yeah, this was not good. Not good. So, following all the talking, right? We got what, a little scuffle. You got like the Bronze attacking up Roman,
yeah,
and then we hear,
I forgot his dude.
It's just me, Oos.
Heat Man coming
Day
out.
one. Yeah, we hear that.
What else is Jay gonna do?
Jay comes out, helps Roman, stands tall, etc. Okay.
Which brings us to another SummerSlam match. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a tag team match. The Bronze versus Roman Reigns and Jey Uso at SummerSlam.
Okay, how did we get that? All right, we get a video from Roman Reigns. I guess it was on Instagram or whatever, where he's walking on a treadmill and he's basically saying, "Hey, Jay, it felt good, being in the ring with you, blah, 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 blah. Okay, hey, let's team up at SummerSlam and up the Bronze." Okay, yeah, so that's how we got to that part. Yeah. Look,
really,
4 years as the tribal chief, WWE Undisputed Champion, etc., right? The WWE Universal Undisputed Champion. All right. To tagging with Jey Uso at SummerSlam versus the Bronze. Dang, man. How the mighty have fallen.
Big time. You are no longer in God mode.
Whew. Oh, hold on. Moment of silence for the tribal chief. Because this is OTC 1. Okay. This ain't the same tribal chief. Man. Okay, so we're moving on because I'm getting depressed talking about Roman.
Moving on to the next show. We have NXT. Another boring show. We have NXT in the first match. We have The Calling versus Hank and Tank, Sol Ruka, and Zarya.
Lord.
That is how we start off the show,
gosh,
ladies and gentlemen. With The Calling and Hank and Tank, Sol Ruka, and Zarya. Look. This match was boring. Let me start off by saying, what the heck are they doing with Dark State? Clearly, these guys are not wrestling anymore. All they're doing is flickering lights, waving their hands, and standing by the audience. You know why they're standing by the audience? Because they're about to be future and never. Okay? They're about to be cut, next slot. Wave is coming to take them away. The Hurricane is going to wipe them out of the NXT roster because they are boring.
I honestly think after SummerSlam, there's going to be more cuts.
Oh, of course.
And yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Dark State. Wow.
There's nothing to do with those guys.
They are not impactful.
Nope.
Look, all these, internet people, IWC, hyping up Dark State. Oh my God. Saquon Sugars is awesome.
Saquon,
and then, whoever the other guys are, right?
Exactly.
Man, they ain't did nothing this whole time. the entire time they've been on NXT, they get all the vignettes they can have. They get the whatever that entrance is, and nothing. They have done nothing. I'll just leave it at that because they're not really worth talking about.
They haven't done nothing.
I called it, man. I knew that group wasn't gonna be nothing.
The group that those guys, I guess trying to be the next thugs, whatever, who used to be with Jada Parker.
You talking about OTM out the mud?
They gone.
Really?
They about to be. They cut a promo. They didn't even came back and wrestle. And if they did, it been so long ago. Yeah, they better be gone. They next to be gone.
Honestly, like they started getting. Well, no.
Nope.
Cause like I know they wrestled recently, and they started actually winning matches. But the thing is, it's like they don't. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well,
let's move on past that.
So, of course, the calling won, which I was very shocked. And next we have JC Jane, our new TNA Knockouts World Champion, and also our NXT Women's Champion, defeated, what's her name?
Masha Slamovich.
At TNA Slammiversary, and everybody was upset. They were pissed. But JC Jane don't care because she is now 2 belts JC. And Jordan Grace, look. If this don't get her the crowd reaction with Blake Monroe turning heel, then Jordan Grace, you might as well just go back to TNA. That's all I gotta say about that one. Because running around looking like a short little dwarf trying to fight everybody. I really didn't like how she just threw Kylie Armstrong like she was nothing. Like, what is she just going off the hinge? Your focus is Blake Monroe. Why are you beating up everybody else? Nobody else didn't cause you the title. Blake Monroe did. Like, boring. Next
I need Kylie to get her lick back.
That's what I was hoping for.
Cause ain't no way. Saggy skin, Jordan Grace, boring ass Jordan Grace.
Smurf. Ain't
no way you finna just go ahead and get your lick against Kylie Armstrong without Armstrong coming back. And what's that pounce move that she does? Look, I need Kylie. I need you to make Jordan fly up out that ring straight to Smackdown so she can be on a boring show and add to the boredom, okay?
Because she's right now boring us in NXT. So next we have a next segment with JC Jane, Lash Legend, and Jada Parker. Look, I don't care what no one says. Y'all can say JC Jane's a beatable champion, but to me, she's a very entertaining NXT Women's Champion. Lash, I see she's trying to, get a little shot, but I don't want the belt on Lash. Jada Parker, girl, I don't know how many more L's she got to keep taking until she realizes she is never going to be an NXT Women's Champion right now. But JC Jane, look, for me, I don't care what no one said. I get canceled. She must see right now. She entertaining. Like she said, love it, hate it, boo it, whatever you got to say. At the end of the day, she's a 2-belt JC.
Yeah, I like Jason Jane because honestly, she does get heat. People don't like her. Guess what? You're not supposed to. Okay? It's wrestling. And she's a heel. You don't like her. Well, she can't wrestle. Guess what? Not every heel, not every wrestler does 5-star matches or whatever. Mm-hmm. That's just what you got accustomed to. Watching the indies or New Japan and all that stuff, okay? Where they don't actually tell stories. But, yeah. So, JC is playing a character, okay? And it's actually really entertaining. Are you not entertained? Like, that's the whole point of why we watch wrestling, okay? Is to be entertained by the characters, the larger-than-life characters, etc., okay? You don't have to like her. You don't have to be attracted to her, because I know that's how a lot of you gauge, like, if you like certain women in wrestling, okay? But JC Jane is standing on business, which is exactly why she's 2-belt JC Jane, okay? And she ain't going nowhere.
And I'm gonna need Fallon Henley and Jasmine Nix to get on the page, okay? Get on the JC
Jasmine
Jane.
Nix needs to do something, because look, if they removed Jakara Jackson from the roster, girl, you ain't. Don't get comfortable. That's all I'm saying. Stay woke. Stay woke.
The next we have is Ricky Saints running to Javon Evans. So right now, Javon Evans is on a quest to see what's next for him because he been taking L's, been coming up short for every title match he has gotten. And Ricky Saints, I have a feeling, because Ricky Saints, been taking L's too. His first time he debuted on NXT, his thing was, why is everybody so angry? I feel like Ricky Saints finally gonna snap soon. He needs a snap.
Yeah, Ricky, listen.
He lost.
I will always say he is a heel at heart, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This babyface thing you got going on, man, get rid of. Look, just go ahead and snap, crash out, whatever. Okay, because if Trick Williams can be Hollywood Trick and be entertaining and whatever, look, Ricky, I need you to do whatever you got to do to go above and beyond to be that dude in NXT, okay? I need you to be Ricky Starks, the guy that, you remember how we had those first episodes of Collision when CM Punk was still in AEW? Yep. Okay, I need that Ricky Starks, where he came out with the fancy clothes and everything, and he was talking his talk, and I mean, that's the Ricky Starks I need, Ricky Saints, okay? But like, I need that version. I need that swag. I need the, like just the fired up, trash talking Ricky Saints. Okay, like this good guy thing, it's so boring. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. And you probably gonna be down to NXT for a little hot minute. Okay, Ethan Page figured it out. Shawn Spears figured it out. I need you to tap into your heel, okay? That's your bread and butter right there, buddy. Okay, that's all I can give. The rest is I'm gonna have to charge you.
Same with Javon Evans. They need to do something with him. First, he needs to work on his little mic skills, sound more confident on the mic. Because right now, listen, bruh, I don't know what to say right now. I'm gonna need you to sit file. That's what you need to write down.
I don't mind when he talks natural.
I don't mind, but you can tell that he gets stuck.
That's like because they giving him trash lines to try and mix in with the way he normally talks.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell when it's normal, when it's just flowing, versus when he's gotta like say some lines that they fed him.
Or give him bullet points or
something like that, yeah. Because he's I feel like he's gotten that natural charisma where he can just make it his own. It's just you got to give him some bullet points and let him go.
Oh, about the babe. I'm all
like
for
certain people just cannot. Certain people just do better when they're able to talk like themselves, turned up. And I feel like he's one of those type. Now, see, Trick Williams, he probably need bullet points or he needs a couple lines to help him get to where he's going. But I feel like Javon Evans, for one, what is he, 22 or
21? 21.
Good God. Yo, honestly, I'd say finish out the year in NXT, move him to the main roster. If he can't swim, let him go. That goes, no, what I'm saying, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, because it's like, think about this. You had Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes on NXT, right? Before Carmelo got called up or whatever. This is like WrestleMania 40, okay? And you had that NXT Stand to Deliver. They had probably one of the best stories. They probably had the best, besides, Cody finishing his story. But, like, they had one of the best stories that weekend. Right? And I feel like it was kind of wasted because it was on NXT. Could you imagine if that was on the main roster? The way they was cooking? Man. And then, you remember whenever he did that, when he chalk blocked Trick Williams, like when he took his leg out and then he was talking that talk and then you saw him the next week, he's sitting on a chair in the spotlight and everything. Wasted. Because they keep him down on NXT forever, and then by the time they bring him up, they ain't got nothing for him.
That's a Triple H problem right there. He's so quick to move people up like Tiffany Stratton. Freaking, I'll even say Jay Cargill. She didn't even need to be in the main roster that fast. You know, he has a few people who's in the main roster, and you could tell they wasn't fully ready. Like when Tiffany Stratton was at NXT, you know, she was slowly starting to get that build, become an NXT champion and everything, and they put the belt on her, took it off of her for 2 weeks, put it on. It's just too much.
But you see, those are the type of people who need something like the Performance Center. They need NXT.
Mhm.
But see, somebody like Javon Evans, I feel like he'll swim. You put him on that main roster, yeah, he might, stumble over his words here and there. But in the ring, we already know he's flawless. Okay?
I mean,
So he's already won half the battle right there. And they give him bullet points, or just, hey, Javon, you're gonna feud with this person, mention this, and then talk your talk. All right, bruh. Like, I feel like he'll go, and he's already entertaining, etc. So I mean, I feel like they're so afraid to take chances on people. That's why you still see these 40 somethings or whatever at the top of the card all the time, and that's another reason why the shows are so boring. Like, that's why the shows are so boring, because we have the mid carders now in the main event.
Uh-huh. Another thing that was boring I don't want to talk too much about was The Undertaker coming out and confronting Trick Williams. Didn't care for it.
Oh my God, I hated this. This was so stupid. This did nothing for Trick Williams.
Nope.
I mean, you got look, yes, I love The Undertaker when in his heyday and all that, right? But a young up and coming Trick Williams, he's the TNA champion, he was the NXT champion, etc. Okay, young dude, ain't like he's small, man. The dude was tall as Undertaker. So Undertaker just puts a hand on his throat and just choke slams him. They ain't throw a punch, a kick, or nothing. Made Trick Williams look like a bitch.
And that was the end of that. Moving on to the end of that, we had Blake Moreau debut versus Ren Sinclair, and you already know Blake Moreau won. Like, let's just be honest here. Ren is great, but they ain't trying to push her right now.
She ain't ever gonna get pushed. She done been out. Look, she's gonna be one of the ones where I don't know if she's supposed to be like a trainer in secret or something. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's like all she does is put people over. And Ren is actually entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
And Ren can wrestle her ass off. So what are we doing? This is how you know they always have like certain people that they just focus on. And they just, it's like, yo, if you just look over here or you look over there, you'll see you have talent that you can use. It's just you're not very creative.
Speaking of not too creative, Ethan Page has found out he's going to be going against next week, Tuesday, for his NXT North American Championship. It'll be Santino Morello.
Santino Morello.
Oh my gosh.
Santino is this dude's so funny.
Yeah, he's very entertaining. That I will agree on. But yeah, that's Ethan Page next challenger, ladies and gentlemen. And Josh Briggs, I don't know why he was in this main event with Obafemi and what's his partner name?
Yoshiki Inamura.
Josh Briggs is boring. The crowd's not feeling him. Pretty much the crowd couldn't wait to him to like lose, take the pin, get out of their face. He's trying to lift up his hand. It's like, bruh, you're smiling. Aren't you a heel? What's up with the stupid skull on your shoulder? Josh Briggs is boring.
Yeah,
like,
we can skip this. Y'all know
that was the main event.
Y'all know who won. Well, we did have a little segment after Undertaker chokeslammed Trick Williams. He saw Javon Evans in the back, right? And he talked. Javon was, wondering what's next for him, etc. Right?
What's
and
next?
Undertaker say, "Hey, basically go after the big dog, Obafemi."
Yeah, 1-on-1. But the thing is, when? Please don't make it be next week. Let him build to it. Cause if he goes next week, we already know he gonna lose. Okay? And who gonna take the belt off of Oba?
If Jasper Troy couldn't do it, I don't know.
Jasper Troy,
I don't know.
That guy.
Man, I like Jasper Troy.
Mm-mm.
I mean, he's a dude that actually looks like a man. Like Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa and all these little dudes that just, I mean, come on. Jasper Troy looked like how them dudes look back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it.
He got to do something. But I do see they're slowly putting a little more heat on him going against Ricky Saints, being, as Javon Evans said, you can never read Jasper Troy because he's angry all the time.
Man, that dude needs to destroy Ricky Saints. He need to destroy the baby face and bring that heel out of him.
I can't. So that will conclude NXT. The next show we have was okay, but still boring. AEW Dynamite on Wednesday, so you know what that means. We watch AEW, so you don't have to. And they are now starting the AEW World Tag Team Championship Eliminator Series at Forbidden Door, and it begins at that Wednesday.
Yo, the way I feel about all these damn shows this week, we watch all these shows so you don't have to. And if you did, damn. I feel your pain.
It was so late. Like, to the point, AEW botch. They start off the match with Hangman versus Wheeler Who Cares.
Wheeler Yuta. It was a squash match.
As it
basically, it was just the angle, like, for Hangman to try and hang Wheeler Yuta with a chain or whatever.
And he couldn't do it.
And it was just to try and draw out John Moxley. But Moxley, like,
I don't give a darn about Wheeler Yuta.
It. Like, he don't care.
Hang him.
Yeah, so that was that.
So, I mean, that's pretty much was that match. Then we have a tag team tournament starting off with FTR versus Jet Speed. Lord. Y'all know this is the angle here. Of course, FTR take the dub because they're going to be the ones to take the belt off of the Hurt Syndicate.
Oh.
Because as you want to talk about AEW, remember the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley started off. He kicked MJF out of the group.
You know something? This is almost like the perfect opportunity for MJF to bring back the Pinnacle.
That's what they're doing.
Because, I mean, that's the only thing that would make sense for how FTR could beat the Hurt Syndicate. Because straight up ain't happening.
No, heck no.
So that would be the perfect way. Because, like, Stokely, FTR, and then I think there was one Wardlow. But, like, I mean, that's the Pinnacle right there. Without Tully Blanchard.
MJF had a point with Hurt Syndicate. As soon as Adam Cope said, hey, can y'all beat the FTR for me? They jumped on it like a hot cake. But when MJF wanted to join the group or, make some type of business deal with it took them forever to finally oh, yes. And then all of a sudden, Bobby Lashley reason to take an MJF out of the group is because he said all he talked about was I. Now I know in some of his promos he was mentioning the Hurt Syndicate, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but he always talked about them like he always made it sound like, okay, you guys doing whatever y'all doing, and I'm here to win the AEW World Championship. As if neither one of them would want to win the AEW World Championship. And quite frankly, he'll talk about how he's the best wrestler in the world. You'll see like Bobby Lashley in the background looking like, what?
Yeah, that was
stuff like that, where it's just like a slight to Bobby Lashley. And I can't remember dude's name right now. Shelton Benjamin. Yeah. I mean, it's like y'all don't see us you don't see us standing here. Like hurting people, dominating people, and who are you supposed to be?
Yeah, I get that part. Well, I mean, it is what it is. And of course, Toni Storm put her AEW World Championship on the line, eliminator against Billy Starks.
Yeah, Starks. But
we already know she was a winner. I didn't see the point of her even trying. I mean, but she did put the beating on Toni Storm.
This was for Athena, just to be watching over Toni Storm from the balcony. And I think Toni Storm eventually says something like, I'm the only balcony bitch or something like that. Yeah.
Tony. But also was for Alex to come out and because she was challenging
Alex Windsor.
Yeah. She's challenging Athena for the Ring of Honor Women's Championship, which we already know she ain't winning. So moving on from that, this is just to bring out Swerve Strickland versus one of Don Callis' people, because let's be honest, Swerve is now focusing on the Don Callis family.
Yeah, because he's on standby. Yeah, why didn't they just do? Look, I guess. I mean, he's fighting Okada, so I guess.
Yeah, but he only won by a DQ.
No, but my thing is, it's like, I guess we'll circle around eventually to Hangman and Swerve, and also Ospreay thrown in the mix. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
when he
they
comes back,
teamed up to get the job done, but we still have unfinished business, bruv. You know what I mean? So I feel like right now, like Swerve, even though he's probably gonna challenge Okada for his title or whatever, but like it's still more of a holding pattern, especially what we end up finding out from Will Ospreay.
Well, Will Ospreay is injured, but they believe he should hopefully make it back
by Forbidden Door. So yeah,
'Cause his
I mean,
neck
this
is not
dude came
that
out
bad.
acting like he was finna be like Adam Cole,
right?
and just be on the shelf.
I'm like, damn, bro, what's going on?
But then he slid that line in there. I should be back by Forbidden Door, and it's like, oh. Okay. So the next pay-per-view.
So we'll see you next month, buddy.
Right,
now
right, okay. So
Mark
so you're going on
Briscoe.
vacation.
Yeah.
Treatments, yeah, sure.
Figure Adam Cole is like pretty much out for like probably forever.
Like, yeah, he might have to retire.
And
Like,
you're here talking about I'll see y'all
my
next
boy
month.
say I might be out for a couple weeks.
You're on vacation.
Liv Morgan looking at him like,
bastard.
I'll take a couple weeks.
Over this shit. And Adam Cole is probably like, mother sucker, just, man, ooh, if I didn't. Yeah, way to freaking stick it to him, Will Ospreay. So now we have Mark Briscoe versus Claudio. Mark Briscoe for the dub.
And that's it.
That's it. I mean, ain't nothing to talk about. There's no one left. I mean, that's pretty much was the main event.
Holy crap, that was AEW, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
Because mostly was like promos, video packages, and everybody winning their matches quick and getting
we
beat
just
up
skipped
towards
over
the
the
end.
promos. Who did a promo?
You know, freaking MJF did a promo about he's taking the belt from Hangman Adam Page now that he's a lonely wolf. Then you have Mark Briscoe letting MJ know. I think he's gonna call MJF the AEW title.
Pickle.
Oh yeah, kosher pickle. All right, yeah, we can go and skip past AEW now.
And then we have the finale, freaking Smackdown.
Rubs hands together
Smackdown.
with a menacing smile.
I mean, this whole Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, I don't know. Something needs to give. Because I guess Charlotte's having fun, but girl, what the what? But I love how we start off with my boy, Logan Paul, who is straight out of Cleveland, but he don't even claim Cleveland like that.
Nope. Well, we started off with WWE paying tribute to Hulk Hogan. That's what we started off with.
I know, they started off with
video
that.
package with Triple H talking over it, etc.
It was a nice video package.
Yeah, it was decent.
Yeah,
and then they did the 10 bell, whatever in honor of Hulk Hogan. So there was that. Then we get to Logan Paul
and
this
Jelly Roll.
Yo, first of all, why do they give the celebrities so much time?
You mean Jelly Roll?
For their story, right? For their feud.
Let's
but then
be
all
honest.
these other feuds or whatever going into SummerSlam, they
Jelly
get
Roll
nothing.
is trying to get a taste of being a wrestler, okay?
Yeah, we know, but
he dropped a few weight and now he want to get a taste. First of all, Jelly Roll is boring, okay? All this, Logan, you gotta shut up and stop.
The bully versus the unfortunate. Yeah,
I'm gonna need you to speed this up. I'm gonna need Logan Paul to get back on track, going for the belt, and same with Drew McIntyre. And let's end this Jelly Roll. This is a disgrace. This is low booking. to me, my favorite two top heels, Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. Randy, his time's up. Their time is now. Let's be honest. Randy's just there to collect the paycheck, and Jelly Roll is just there to get a taste of wrestling. Boring, boring, boring. I don't even want to talk more about this because no one cares, and no one, as in me. So now we have our favorites, Phoenix and
Who's
Andrade.
Who's favorites? Speak for yourself.
Pretty much kind of quick promo that they would be taking the belts off of the Wyatt Six.
And their money, apparently.
Yep.
Man, how fucking generic. Just no real creativity whatsoever.
Speaking of no creativity, we have Alexis Bliss versus Roxanne Perez. Why?
Who cares? I hate this modern wrestling stuff, like where you gotta face the person that you're gonna fight at the pay-per-view that's coming up.
It makes sense.
Multiple different ways before you actually get to the pay. Hello. They're supposed to be drawing you in to watch them fight at the pay-per-view. If we've seen them fight every which way till Sunday, leading up to the pay-per-view, why the hell would I want to watch them at the pay-per-view?
Exactly.
I've seen it at least 3 times already. Like, why would I want to watch it at the pay-per-view? I'm already tired of it.
You know,
it's like the Lyra, Valkyria, Bailey, Becky vortex. Like, I'm already tired of it. How many times I gotta see the same shit?
I swear I thought we got rid of Vince.
Look, you know what, Vince? They were like, yo, he's old and out of touch. Blah, 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 right? Okay, and yes, he changed when he got older, whatever. But you know what? Vince in his prime on his worst days booked way better than Triple H on his best days. Okay? And look, remember, we called it for WrestleMania 40. All those stories going and culminating at WrestleMania 40, and, Triple H was getting all the credit, right? You could thank Vince for that.
Mm-hmm.
And everything you got afterwards, you can look directly at Triple H and you can thank him for that, okay? All this boring stuff that we get on a week-to-week basis, these pay-per-views that are trash, these Saturday night lame events. Summer Scam's going to be terrible. They're relying on Jelly Roll. Huh? They relying on Jelly Roll. They were so impressed by a damn Boss Man Slam. Or whatever the hell they're calling it. They might be calling it something else. But, like, they're relying on Jelly Roll. Just let that sink in. We got Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. Who cares? They ain't said nothing special leading up to it. It don't even seem like they don't actually like each other or nothing. Like,
no, man. They break out at the Royal Rumble. Okay. Jade is the queen of the ring. She is built to be a champion, and she is gonna mop the floor with
built to be a champion.
Man,
if we're doing a bodybuilding contest. But when that bell rings,
I'm gonna tell you, the moment if they put that belt on Jade Cargill, that's the end of the women's division. That's all I gotta say about that. And speaking of the end, we had Chelsea Green did a quick little backstage interview, but it was interrupted by Jade Cargill. Because let's be honest, Chelsea Green was speaking the truth. Jade Cargill did not deserve to win the Queen of the Ring. She still looks green in the ring. Let's be honest here. Like, have we seen anything that makes her look good? No.
The thing with Jade is like the promos, right?
Yeah.
She's another one that probably just needs bullet points.
Yeah.
Cause remember, we've seen her cut promos in AEW. Jade can talk. Now she can't talk that long. But Jade can if she just need like a good 20 seconds to knock it out, like Jade can do it. And honestly, her look, she shouldn't have to talk much. She should just say what she got to say, and I'm going to beat your ass in that ring. Period. You know what I mean? And get out my face. Like, Jade needs to be more like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she can still be babyface, but she just needs to be a I ain't taking your shit type of babyface. You gonna do something about it? I ain't think so. Cut the shit. You know what I mean? Like, she needs to be just not too many words. Say what you say, stand on business. She need to be more like that. Not this, you know, my match at SummerSlam is going to be against Tiffany Stratton. You know, the way they all talk like that now.
Talk like that.
Sound like robots. Just
wrestle like stiff robots.
And I'm going to be the next WWE.
You know, I didn't even like the Jade and Chelsea Green segment. Chelsea cutting the interview. Jade interrupt, dragging her behind to the ring, dragging the ref to the ring. Ding, ding, ding. Fight, fight, fight. 1, 2, 3. What the what?
All it did was make Chelsea, like, it just got Chelsea's character more over, though. Honestly, to me, too. Because it plays into her comedic side. You what the dragging her to the ring and stuff, you know, Chelsea had something to do with that. Just the fact that she came in, she was like, Secret Hervis, secure the perimeter.
That's too funny.
And get me a coffee.
Kid right now. But of course, speaking of always want to be in front of the TV, we have Cody Rhodes coming out talking about he pretty much just want to wrestle the John Cena who always
ain't talk about nothing.
He's
been cutting the same promo for what, over a year? What do you want to talk about?
You know who else been cutting the same promo for a while too? Jacob Fatu. Don't even care.
Nah, I mean, like, that's man, this dude so boring, overhyped. Okay, whatever he was doing in the Indies, if he's doing it on the main roster, not impressed. Oh my God, Jacob Fatu could cut. He could talk. He could. When we gonna see it? They was hyping this dude like he was gonna come in there talking like Stone Cold or something. When we gonna see that? How long he done been on the main roster? Over a year at this point, right?
No.
Damn near a year.
Close to it, yeah.
When are we gonna see it?
I'm still waiting for it.
That joker messed up and said all gas, no brakes, yada I mean, and he been stuck saying that ever since.
To the point that made it.
It was like, yeah, I like that. I like that.
We got a shirt for you.
Hey, make sure you say that every time you near a microphone. Yada I mean.
That's Justin Torre was like, yeah, I mean, too. Yeah, we know where you, bro. Stop. You sound whiter than ever. And then we had a quick little segment. Aleister Black and Damian Priest can't stand each other. They're about to throw blows probably next week. I mean, this is just to give Damian some baby face and Aleister Black some heat.
I didn't mind the video package.
No, I like it.
But it did really point out with Damian Priest, dude, you got to learn some facial expressions and stuff. Like
he's the Punisher. I'm
gonna punish you.
Okay.
Like, yeah, okay, buddy. Like, sound pissed off or something. These dudes don't know how to cut no damn promos. Sound pissed.
Freaking Aleister Black sounded more.
They sound like they about to roll into a damn meeting and sit down and have a conversation.
You
like,
meet me at Starbucks.
Sound like you actually got a pair of nuts and speak from your damn chest. Like, these dudes don't sound intimidating. They don't sound pissed off. They don't sound like they finna go in the ring and do exactly what they talking about. Okay, they don't sound like they about to whoop nobody ass. Give me that cream of the crop Macho Man Randy Savage intensity, okay?
Still
the
waiting.
Cream of the crop. I mean, give me some intensity. What the hell? Like, anyways, go ahead.
And then we had a quick little one-on-one match. Jacob Fatu versus The Miz. I'm not really going to talk too much. We already know Jacob Fatu won. That's end of that. Kathy Kelly did an interview with the Street Profits and B-Fab because B-Fab pretty much send me chin to the curve.
Exactly where she need to be. Long back and all. Okay. Yeah, over there. You stay over there.
Nothing really. Just when are they gonna go back for the tag titles?
Man, ain't nobody trying to see that.
We have Z-Botch, Zelina Vega.
Oh, Lord.
confronting Julia with no English.
I thought we got away from Zelina.
No, she decided to come back because she wants her rematch with Julia. And we had the return of Kiana James. I already knew Kiana James was going to be with Julia because she had a main event match last week. And then talking to Julia. Look, Julia needs some help anyways. And Kiana James great.
Shirt needed some help. I'm busting out. I want the world to know. Yo, what in the fake chest is going on?
To the point, Z-Botch told her, girl, I ain't talking to you or them.
As if she got room to talk.
No, she was just
her
mad.
chest ain't moved since she got him.
She said she's just mad because her a little different. Her a little bigger than her. She's like, yours a little bigger than mine. I ain't even gonna look at you. Focusing on Julia.
Looking at both of them like, man, how the hell? How much you spent on that?
What the hell? We had to deal with this in Japan. So, of course, Z-Botch wants a rematch. I believe she wants a rematch next week instead of at the pay-per-view. Why we just don't get it at SummerSlam?
Because Triple H said, ain't no way in hell I'm putting this shit on SummerSlam. Listen, they're already putting up with Jelly Roll, okay? And I'm not exactly booking anything great right now. So I'll be damned if I stank it up.
And while we're talking about
Z-Botch.
Stanking it up. On SummerSlam Night 1, we have Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. The Judgment Day putting their title...
Oh?
No, yes, the Judgment Day females putting their titles online against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Then we have Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. Again. Then we have Tiffany Stratton putting her WWE Women's Championship against Jade Cargill. Oh, we have a lot. But then we have Gunther putting his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against CM Punk. And then we have Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus the Braun. I don't remember Jey Uso saying yes, but I guess he said it in a tweet maybe. On night 2, we have Dominic Mysterio putting his WWE Intercontinental Championship against AJ Styles. Then we have the rematch of the rematch of the rematch of the rematch. Becky Lynch putting her WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship against Lyra Valkyria.
Woo!
Don't give a crap. Then we have Solo Sikoa in a cage match versus Jacob Fatu for the WWE United States Championship. And the only match right now that's a little entertaining, but she better retain. Naomi is putting her WWE Women's World Championship on the line against Rhea Ripley. Like, how many times she's going to keep getting a title shot versus Io Sky in a triple threat match.
Proceed with caution. Yo, we missed that's something we forgot on Monday Night Raw. The best part of Monday Night Raw when Naomi came out.
Of course, that was it. Then we have John Cena versus Cody Rhodes in a street fight, no pop, for the undisputed WWE Championship. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Nick Aldis had made history. Did they put the SmackDown titles on SummerSlam? In a TLC match?
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, ooh.
You know what this is. This is just them realizing, oh my God, we were supposed to put that last TLC on WrestleMania. Oh shit. But they put it on SmackDown. And then everybody loved it and was like, yo, why didn't y'all put that on WrestleMania?
But instead we have every tag team in SmackDown going against on the belt on SummerSlam in a TLC match. That's gonna be chaos.
It's gonna be chaos, and it's going to be them trying to relive what they did on the SmackDown after WrestleMania with that TLC match, which was excellent. I don't think this one will be as good.
No, I don't think so either.
This TLC is going to feel like it was on SmackDown, but not as good as the other one.
And
watch.
You know
it's not going to feel like a pay-per-view match.
How we got there, ladies and gentlemen, we had Phoenix and Andrade versus the Wyatt Six, and it was basically like canceled because of DQ. And everybody in the tag team division from SmackDown came and beat them up. And then you have the children DIY coming out with Nick Aldis trying to make him break it up. And Nick Aldis said he's about fed up of these children, these adults, these grandpas, these wannabe creepy people. He's ruining matches. Everybody obviously hate each other. So we're going to put the belts high and you're going to have to climb to be the new WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champion. I don't even think the crowd cared at that point.
Man, I don't know. Like this, why is SummerSlam 2 nights?
2 nights? Because it's one of the biggest pay-per-view of all time.
Yeah, but does this match card feel like one of the biggest pay-per-views of all time?
Look,
like,
the only match I'm looking for is Naomi retaining.
This is the second biggest pay-per-view of the year, right? And look what we're getting.
You know what else is about to be 2 nights, I believe? Royal Rumble. I'm just playing. I hope not.
Night 1, Women's Royal Rumble and whatever matches. Night 2, Men's Royal Rumble,
Look,
most likely a championship match.
SummerSlam, listening to these matches, it should not have been 2 nights. This is starting to feel like
Cash grab.
Yeah, he
Scam.
just throwing matches together to just make it like, why am I seeing Jelly Roll? Jelly Roll? Who? Logan Paul returns from an injury and he has to go against Jelly Roll.
Why do we have to see Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss and
fight for the tag team?
Why do we need to see that?
Again.
Why do we need that? Why do we need that at SummerSlam?
Look, I'd rather see. Look, and Julia's not even on the pay-per-view.
Hell, Julia only stood there in silence.
No, she got 2 words in.
Yeah. Oh.
She said she loves the fire from Z-Botch. And I said, girl, you don't love your career. You must forgot she botches everything. Even her thing was botched.
You know, I'm not impressed by this SummerSlam card at all. It doesn't make me want. I'm not looking forward to it.
Are we going to do a watch along?
Maybe we should though. I mean, I get a laugh out of it.
We can do a watch along / prediction the same night, and we can all just predict who we think is going to win.
Hell,
we can talk
should have
about
did a prediction right now.
I prefer to do it the same night so we can do a little chit chat to see. We want to hear from our WWE, the wrestling bubble fans, to see what their opinions are for the SummerSlam.
Speaking of wrestling bubble fans, if y'all still here, we about 57 minutes in this thing. Hit that like button if you haven't already. If you have not already, what you waiting on? It's free, okay? Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, because obviously if you about 58 minutes in at this point, you like what you're hearing, okay? Subscribe.
Subscribe, like, make sure you leave a comment on there. We might as well gonna do a watch along for SummerSlam night 1. We'll think about night 2, depends how night 1 goes. And also next week, we'll be going back into open mic night when we like to hear from our fans, where we create fantasy booking, talk about wrestling news, rumors, anything about wrestling. And once again, this is the Wrestling Bubble, TWB.